So everyone that had the theory about Mitsune going to the Goddess of Desire and wishing Ace being able to survive a DGP world reset was correct. Because in this episode, 4 wishes from prior winners of the DGP were approved at the same time. And all of the wishes were pretty much the same, being a reincarnation of Ace would steal their resolve someday. So, grant him the power to protect the world. So when did Ace actually discover that he can just reincarnate? And now it's more interesting how many times the world got reset. That's actually interesting. And from what we can see specifically from the desire card wishes, each and every time that Ace wrote his name, it's a different family name. So pretty much each and every world reset, Ace is born to a different family. And when we're talking about a world reset, it's not just a game is one reset. It's way more what Niram wants to do. Just straight up, the world is just being reset. All of the people that are at least not working or sponsoring or supporting a rider would just be deleted, except for Ace. So that's really interesting. How many resets Ace actually were involved in. And the new power that Ace was granted is the all-new Boost Mark II. It was created by fusing present Ace's boost buckle with 4 other boost buckles. Kind of interesting how they kind of kept on the boost buckles. Is it where all 4 Aces actually wished for that specific wish? Did they just give up the boost buckle to the Goddess of Desire, and when the time is needed, she would just shoot it at present Ace? We don't know. The suit itself looks really great. It has a great fight scene, dodgy CG, but yeah, it was great. I think the suit looks really cool. The Mark II boost buckle looks like an Ace exclusive, so it's going to be interesting because we know there are more marks, there are more versions of the boost buckle. Are we going to, each and every person is going to get their own boost buckle pretty much? I'll be interested because right now, like, I would hope that like Tycoon is getting more TV time because he's been slacking lately. The same with Neon. So yeah, the entire episode was very focused on Ace, him being the only rider that can fight the Yamato because Nago and Keiwa got injured, and he actually helped the small town reorganizing the Oni festival after talking to the kid with the sick mom. That Ace 100% helped his mom, right? He has the money for it, like he did to the Penguin Rider in episode 2, or just she got somehow better because the kid grabbed the Oni bell. There was a little hint about Ace living through multiple worlds, specifically talking to the priest about the temple and how much the temple is being running for generation, and maybe knowing some of the other people that ran the temple before this current monk. And also we got to see the return of the best character of the show, John. Where have you been? You're not going to even say anything about our current world with the Yamato. Where's Ben? On the Yamato side, we finally discovered the end goal of this specific game, and that is to grow 4 flowers that would destroy this town. But to the more important part on their side is Azuma and Taro having great character interactions. You can clearly see that Yamato Taro actually believes and wants to be Azuma's best friend, and he really wants to kind of rekindle their relationship. But in the end of the episode, Azuma turns his back on Yamato Taro. He says that he can't be friends with him because Taro has been dead for a long time, and he's just another tool for him to become the destroyer of all riders. And you can clearly see that Yamato Taro is disappointed because he actually thought they were friends, and it was kind of sad to see. Again, humanizing the Yamato is an interesting thing because they're copying humans and their emotions and their memories. So is it okay for us to feel bad for them? Is it okay for a rider easier to grow friends with a Yamato if he gets to know the human he's copying? Again, in what means are the Yamato bad? Because the Yamato are not just this big bad force that just came about. It was created in a lab. So that's kind of interesting in my opinion. And before I kind of go on a little rant about Niram, Daichi was offered by Bobara a Yamato buckle. Interesting. Maybe in one point, because I think there's missing couple of chess pieces. Maybe Daichi would become a Yamato because it's all leading up to, Bobara being the queen and Azuma being the king. Like, it's obvious, right? It's too obvious. So I'm not sure about that. But yeah, it'll be interesting because I think we're missing maybe 2, maybe 3 pieces. So that's going to be interesting. The episode ended with Niram saying that a guy like Ace shouldn't exist. Almost like he knows something, but probably it's just the theory that I talked about in the intro. Now let's talk about Niram being an absolute idiot, because here's the thing, he is fighting to retrieve his game back, right? That's the thing that he wants. Why he doesn't bring in more riders? He just puts all of his trust on Ace. And here's the thing, he wasn't that trustworthy of Ace because he knew he was one rider, but bring more. Here's the thing, you don't want to recruit riders pretty much from the outside world. Fine, there is probably a shit ton of DGP staff that can actually help Ace. Like, we know there are DGP riders, our staffers, not only with Punk Jack, but also probably the 2 riders that killed Taro. So it's like, just bring more riders in. You're so stupid. You deserve to lose. You idiots! So yeah, what you thought about episode 26 of Kamen and Geats? Comment below, let me know. Subscribe to my channel if you didn't. Thank you very much. Have a great rest of your day.